What up, gang? All pumped for my trip to Turks and Caicos. I'm gonna swing over there, grab me some ammo, pop it in my luggage, and I'll just clean it out when I get to the house.
Yo, what's goody? Getting the week started off early, so if you enjoy the content over here, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, join in on the conversation with a comment. All right, we're coming in on to the traveling season, and y'all heard about what's been happening in Turks and Caicos?
A tearful reunion at the Oklahoma City airport this morning was not the way Valerie Watson thought her Turks and Caicos vacation would end.
Just getting to hold them again, it just filled my mama heart.
She's home, but her husband and father of two, Ryan, is in jail on the islands, facing a potential mandatory minimum sentence of 12 years behind bars over 4 rounds of hunting ammo airport security found in his carry-on bag as the couple was set to leave Turks and Caicos earlier this month. Tonight, 30-year-old Tyler Wenrick is the latest American behind bars in Turks and Caicos, arrested after 2 bullets were found in his backpack as he was about to board a cruise ship Saturday. The Virginia EMT and father is now facing the potential of a mandatory minimum prison sentence of up to 12 years.
I feel like as a very honest mistake that 12 years is absurd.
This morning, a Florida woman is being held in Turks and Caicos after ammo was found in her luggage. 45-year-old Sharita Greer from Orlando was arrested after a routine bag search at the airport there in Turks. Greer made an appearance in magistrate court Thursday and has another hearing set for July 5th. According to the U.S. State Department, the penalty for traveling to Turks and Caicos with a firearm, ammo, or any type of weapon is a minimum sentence of 12 years.
There are now at least 4 American tourists potentially facing lengthy prison sentences, and a 5th who served nearly 6 months after what they say was mistakenly bringing ammo in their luggage while on vacation.
When I think of Turks and Caicos, like, yeah, it's a place I'd like to go and visit, but not if I'm risking something like this. With this mandatory minimum 12-year sentence that they have on the books, no way. Let's get to the story. 5th American tourist arrested at Turks and Caicos airport after ammo allegedly found in luggage. And from what I'm seeing and reading, I don't think that the U.S. is planning to step in. From all that I'm reading as of right now, I don't see them making any sort of arrangements to get these people home. Another U.S. tourist was arrested for allegedly carrying ammunition and luggage at the Turks and Caicos airport on Monday, weeks after the arrest of an American tourist in the Caribbean territory made national headlines. The Royal Turks and Caicos police told the news that 45-year-old Sharita Greer of Orlando, Florida, was charged with 1 count of ammunition possession after 2 rounds were allegedly discovered in her luggage on Monday during a routine search at the airport. So for 2 rounds, this woman's gonna have to serve 12 years. And then there's 4 other people too. And in a couple cases, 2 rounds. I'm like, is it being planted on them? I got actually 4 rounds back there. And guess where I found them? Rolling around in the bottom of one of my bags. And that could very well be one of my suitcases from trips or whatever. That's pretty much the same thing was going on with these people. All right, they probably went to the range or went on a hunting trip or wherever. The rounds ended up being in the bags, and then they go on the vacation and it gets discovered. Now, I don't know how they were able to get through the TSA in America with the rounds in the bags. Maybe American, as long as it's going under in America, they don't care. But I thought that ammo had to be in a box to travel. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. The article goes on to say possessing either a gun or ammunition is prohibited in Turks and Caicos, but tourists were previously able to just pay a fine. That changed in February when a court order required even tourists to potentially face mandatory prison time in addition to paying a fine. So, and I'm seeing that it's a mandatory 12 years. All right, if you get special circumstances, the judge can reduce it to less than 12 years. 8 firearms and ammunition prosecutions involving tourists from the U.S. have been brought on the island since November 2022. So if there's 8 and there's 5 recently, that means that they only had 3 in the last 2 years. Now this uptakes because of these 5 people. And I hope that the U.S. intervenes and gets these people home, because these people really haven't done anything. I mean, we talking about in some of these cases 2 rounds. Like, and you talking about 12 years for 2 rounds, no firearm or anything, just 2 rounds that were in the bag. Like I said, I found these at the bottom of my bag, and I mean, there was like lint all in them and stuff like that. Like, if you could see, like, there's like, I mean, they could be all the way at the bottom of your bags. You forget, you're not even thinking about it. You know, if you're gonna go to Turks and Caicos, be careful. Buy a new suitcase if you do have a chance of you know, overlooking something in your bag. You know what goes in and out of your bags. And if you're completely anti-gun, I guess Turks and Caicos would be the perfect place for you. Seriously, like, if you are going to take a trip there, search your bag, you know, strip it, make sure that you don't have anything, unzip every little zip and little Velcro compartment, and check it. Because they're not playing, and they're talking about 12 years, man. U.S. gun owners may want to take the Turks and Caicos Islands action into account before risking a trip to the Caribbean jurisdiction, the NRA said in a news release. Even U.S. gun owners confident in their ability to purge their luggage of any potential contraband may want to consider the wisdom of spending their money in a jurisdiction that would treat their countrymen in such a manner. Exactly. I wouldn't even go there. On top of the laws, why spend my money there? You know what I'm saying? Money is power. Why am I going to give them anything if, seriously, for 2 bullets, 2 rounds, whatever you call them, 2 of them, 12 years in some of these cases. You know, I hope that all of these people involved are able to get back home safely to their families, because this is bullshit. If you're still here, I appreciate you. But to get this video out to even more people, I would appreciate it greatly if you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, join in on the conversation with a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about this whole Americans being arrested in Turks and Caicos for, in some cases, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, just ammunition that some Americans have gone since they've changed this law in February. You know, a lot of some Americans have faced, you know, being charged and are either out on bail but confined to the island, or they're still in the jail. For how long? They have to go through the system, and then there is this mandatory minimum 12 years that they have to serve, that for as far as right now, the U.S. has not shown any type of intervention. You know, what do you think about this? Do you think that they were ignorant because they didn't know the laws of the land that they were traveling to, and shame on them? And hey, if you broke the law, you broke the law, and that's really what it is. You know, I mean, I'm kind of torn. I feel for them. I understand it's the law, so it is what it is. I think that America, the embassy, whoever is in charge of that needs to be making some phone calls, because this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know, double the fine that it used to be or something like that. But then again, it is the law, so it is what it is. But without anything else, let me get to my final clip.
It shouldn't matter who you love. I love Jesus.
Facts. Sunday, Jesus' day. Stay wavy.